The biggest game of the weekend, at least on paper, the box office. Arsenal versus Manchester United at the Emirates. An exciting game for the neutrals, a nervy game for both Arsenal fans and Manchester United fans. Regardless of how Manchester United might be struggling in terms of performance, as some of you might argue, Arsenal have not had the best of performance, but we are not struggling like Manchester United. When it comes to this kind of games, sometimes form is out of the window because both teams are playing for pride. Now, on paper, Arsenal have a better team on paper, but football, like I say, is not played on paper, it's played on grass. And on that day, you need to be on your A game. On that day, you need to perform. Now, some Arsenal fans are disgruntled about our performance against Fulham, and I understand it. But my argument is that performances can, and definition of what you think is a great performance is relative sometimes, it's subjective. But if you look at the logic of it, 7 points out of 9 is not terrible. Manchester United barely won against Wolves. Then they lost against Spurs and they won against Nottingham Forest. In 3 of those games, they were not at their best. Arsenal, you could argue against Fulham, were not at their best against a 10-man Crystal Palace after the first half. I don't say we struggled, but we're not our optimum best. That would be the key. Optimum best against Nottingham Forest. It was a comfortable victory match until we allowed that late goal and the match was a bit heavy. But if you look at the performance of both teams, you argue Arsenal still have the better performance than Manchester United. So this game, we know the history. Both teams are arch rivals. They don't like themselves. So it should be an interesting game at the Emirates. Like I said, it's the box office game of this weekend at the Emirates. So let's look at some of the statistics that some of you that lost I'd like to talk about. Now, if you look at the statistics real quick, you'll see, right? Both teams have played 62 competitive games in the English Premiership. Arsenal have 18 wins. Manchester United have 26 wins. Out of that, both teams have 18 draws. So Arsenal have 14 home wins. Manchester United have 18 home wins. Arsenal have 4 away wins. Manchester United doubled up having 8 away wins. So let's check the other slide real quick. So let's look at the previous meetings of both teams, right? Look at it right here. You will see the last meeting was at the Emirates. Arsenal beating them 3-2, where Nketiah scoring that winner at the date of the game. Then we lost at Old Trafford 3-1, where that game will be different if Martinelli's goal wasn't cancelled. So it is what it is. We lost that one. Then we beat them at the Emirates 3-1. Then we lost at Old Trafford 2021 3-2. Then there was a 0-0 draw at the Emirates. So that's the last 5 games between both teams. Let me take this away from the screen. So it should be an exciting match. If you ask for my opinion, I think we can win this match, regardless of the negativity that has been going around regarding Kai Havertz's involvement in the team, or we are shoehorning Kai Havertz to the team. So you can have your opinion, and your opinions for me are very wrong. There's no way Arteta is shoehorning Kai Havertz to the team. I understand the performances have not been optimal, but they are not horrible at the same time. They are not horrible. Like, we didn't concede those 2 sloppy goals against Fulham because of Kai Havertz on the pitch. The first goal was by Saka. Kai Havertz was not in that area. The second goal, Kai Havertz was not on the pitch. So this agenda on Kai Havertz needs to stop. Let him settle in the team. He is barely in the team. Just 3 competitive games. You're making it. You can't make an informed decision on Kai after 3 games. Like, nobody in their right senses with no agenda would do that. Give him at least this season. You have your legitimate right to have concern. The difference between concern and passing judgment. You can have your concern, and you're not the manager, right? The manager has the final say. You can have your concern, but keep it to the end of the season. Do not be pushing this unhealthy agenda on this player. Like, Trossard was horrible. Martinelli was poor. Nobody want to talk about that. Let's pile everything on Kai Havertz. Let's not do that. On Manchester United side, I don't wish injury on players, but unfortunately, they have a few injuries. Luke Shaw is out. Varane is out. They are trying to actually sign Reguilon from Spurs. Now, when I saw this deal earlier in this year, I was just laughing. We know how Daniel Levy doesn't like to do favors, not to Manchester United. Manchester United did not even enter negotiations for Harry Kane, even though they wanted him. But when it comes to Reguilon, Levy was so welcoming to actually negotiate with Manchester United. That is laughable. It shows how poor they don't rate, or how the sports management and they don't rate Reguilon. If they rated Reguilon, there is no way Tottenham Hotspur are doing Manchester United a favor for Levy not to actually be an a-hole that usually does Manchester United regarding Reguilon. It shows that the player is not rated. Now, the player could actually go to Manchester United and be decent. But I don't care about that. The point is that for Levy to do this deal as quick as he has done it, it shows how much they don't rate Reguilon, who is going to be. It might feature against us, I'm not sure, but it might feature. So if you look at both teams, now Rashford has not started the season very well, but we know when it comes to set against Arsenal, Rashford likes to turn up. So we need to be very professional. We need to be on our A game, and we need to score as many goals as possible when the opportunity arises. Let's not forget, I'm still scarred from the A2 a few years ago when we had a rafter of injuries and our team was decimated, and Manchester United took a full opportunity and took us to the sword. Now is our opportunity. They have a few injuries. The unity of the squad, the harmony of the squad is not that great. There's some kind of confidence crisis at Manchester United, even though they beat Nottingham Forest. This is the time to actually take them apart. We need to take them apart. I'm expecting Ben White to play as a right back. I know for the last 3 games, he has been doing the inverted. There is no way you can tell me Arteta is going to play Partey as a right back against Rashford. That's a mismatch. He's not going to do that. I expect him to play irregular back four. I understand Zinchenko might be inverting. I expect Gabriel to come in as a centre half. If it doesn't come in, maybe Kivio will come in. Is Arteta's call. I might not like it. You have to respect that. You might not like something the manager is doing, but he's still the manager. Now, you can express your displeasure sensibly and logically without insults and deriding the manager. You can do that, but let's respect the manager. At least he has some credit in the bank. You might. I'm not saying I totally or blindly agree to everything Arteta is doing. No, he has some credit in the bank. He hasn't failed yet, so give him the benefit of the doubt. Give him the benefit of the doubt. Like I said, 7 points out of 9. It's not horrific. It's not excellent, but it's not horrific. So I expect Partey and Rice in the midfield, Odegaard in the midfield, Saka, and Keita. I don't think Gabriel Jesus will be fit for a start in this match. I'll not be shocked if he goes with Gabriel Jesus, but I don't think he will be ready for this match. I'll go with Keita, then Martinelli. Martinelli needs to show up. In the last 3 games, he has been a bit too lackadaisical for me, Martinelli. There have been chances, he has been scoffing. There have been times he has taken too many touches. We need the old Martinelli back. There have been chances against Crystal Palace, 2 clear chances. He took his time too much, and Crystal Palace defenders covered him up. Against Fulham, he was giving Delano a shooting practice. He should be calling those balls and scoring those chances, but nobody wants to talk about the fact that I'm not saying let's pile on Martinelli. I'm just pointing out the fact that Martinelli could do better, and if he had done better, this pressure and this scapegoating of Kai Havertz maybe it will not be as loud as is being spoken about at this point. So if I'm to predict this score line, I'll go for a 3-1 because there's somehow Arsenal likes to give gift at home. I will not be surprised if we concede again at the Emirates. I'll be excited if we do not give any goal away to Manchester United this time. Let's show it up at the back, score the goals, keep it tight, keep professional, and win those lots. Let's just do it. But like I said, we have a shady defensive record at the Emirates. Hopefully, we can start building something solid in terms of conceding less goals at the Emirates from this match. I would love us not to concede any goal against Manchester United, but I don't know. I don't trust that, but I trust we have the team, we have the verve, we have the confidence to beat Manchester United in this game. Let me know your prediction in the comment section. What do you think the scoreline will be? Let me know. Do not forget to like the video, subscribe if you're not yet subscribed, and make sure your notification bells are turned on. Do not forget to leave your predictions in the comment section. Like I said, I'm predicting a 3-1 victory against Manchester United. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Ciao.